Hi guys, so today we'll be solving this problem called keys and rooms. Let's read it. There are n rooms labeled from 0 to n minus 1 and all the rooms are locked except for room 0. Your goal is to visit all the rooms, however you cannot enter a locked room without having its key. When you visit a room, you may find a set of distinct keys in it. Each key has a number on it, denoting which room it unlocks, and you can take all of them with you to unlock the other rooms. Given an array rooms where rooms of I is the set of keys that you can obtain if you visited room I, return true if you can visit all the rooms or false otherwise. Right. So this is basically where we need to understand and represent this rooms of array basically into something like more like in the form of a data structure, right? So we've been given this array rooms. So here, if we take the first example, which is 1, 2, 3, and empty. So given an array rooms where rooms of I is the set of keys that you can obtain if you visited room I. Return true if you can visit all the rooms or false otherwise, right? So if you visit room 0, so you will find a key for room 1. And if you visit room 1, you will find the key of room 2. And if you visit room 2, you will find the key of room 3. And we need to return if true if we can visit all the rooms possible. So we have like if you see here, we have four rooms, right? So starting from room 0. So room 0 you will anyway visit. From room 0, if you get the key to room 1, so you go to room 1. And from room 1, you go to room 2. And from room 2, you go to room 3, right? And now if you see, like, we can possibly visit all the rooms. So isn't it forming like a data structure like graph, right? Where you have a dependency. Room 1 has a dependency creating on room 1. Room 0 has a dependency created on room 1. Room 1 has a dependency created on room 2. Room 2 has a dependency created on room 3, right? So in this way we can visit all the rooms, therefore we return true for the first answer, right? So it is a graph structure that we have clearly created in this particular array or in this problem, right? So by graph, if you see, we are just following that if we can visit all the nodes of the graph, right? That is the approach. So we need to just visit all the nodes of the graph. So if it's 0, we visit that. 1, we visit that. 2, we visit that. 3, we visit that. And if we are possibly able to visit all the nodes of the graph, then we can return true that it's possible to, create a graph and, visit all the nodes, and we return true for that, right? So we'll follow, we can either do DFS or we can do BFS. But I would do a BFS approach where I'll just go to that particular, like, let's say I start from 0. I'll go to that array. I'll mark that particular index of like whatever key is there. So I'll mark it as true because I've visited that, and I'll put it in my answer array, which is going to keep a track of all the keys that I've got so far. And eventually in the end, if my answer array has all the keys, which means that if answer size is equal to the size of the rooms or the number of rooms that I have, then I will return true, otherwise I'll return false, right? So that is the approach. Let's get to the coding part in order to understand this a bit better, right? Let's get to the coding part. So first of all, what I'll do is I'll just get the room size, and I'll maintain a queue, and as I said, I'll maintain a answer array and also an array for keeping a track of visited. So visited will be of size n, and also everything will be 0 in it. So let's do the BFS. So while q dot size is not equal to 0, I'll come here. I'll get whatever is at the top. So dot front and then q dot pop, right? So whatever is at the top, I'll get that. And then eventually I'll go to that particular index and get the key. So first of all, I need to push something in the queue. So I'm starting from 0. So I'll push 0 index, and also visited of 0 then becomes 1, which means that we have visited that index, right? And also answer dot pushback 0 because we have started from 0, right? Then in the for loop, we'll have key, whatever key is there on where rooms of current, right? So whatever is there on rooms of current, we need to go and check if the keys are available there. So first of all, I'll check if visited of key is false, right? Right? If it's false, then only we go forward and we put answer of pushback the key, right? And visited of key equal to 1. And also we need to push it in the queue, right? And that is the idea. And eventually this will be doing the BFS for us. And eventually we just need to return that answer dot size is equal to 0. If that's the case, not 0, sorry, n. If that's the case, then we have visited all the rooms and covered everything. So let's run the code to see if everything is working fine. That works. Cool. I hope you guys understood the problem. Thank you so much.